Okay, coming into Boyagin Rock, into the nature reserve here. I'm going to go and try and find a couple of spots that I've seen from the air, from my drone. I know they're out there. I haven't found them yet. One's the amphitheatre, and another one is a cave system, although I know the amphitheatre is pretty close to the track, so I can drive around and walk in from the track. The caves that I'm looking for, I think, are a little bit in off the track, around one of the rocks there, main rocks. But we'll go in there and have a look. This is the main road through Boyagin Rock. A little bit corrugated at the moment. It's also quite narrow, so there are a couple of overtaking spots, like little parking bays further up, where you can pull over and get out of the way if you see someone coming. Otherwise it could be a bit of a squeeze. Throughout the nature reserve here, I wouldn't go flying along here at 1,000,000 miles an hour. In fact, at the moment I'm only doing 40. There's one of the bays there, you can stop in. Only doing about 40 k's an hour, just in case you see something interesting. There are numbats. I've seen kangaroos. I have seen echidnas out here too. I haven't seen anything else. There's plenty of bird life around here as well, but I haven't seen any of the other animals that I believe are supposed to be out here. You never know. One day I might just accidentally stumble across one. So anyway, we will head out to where I think the amphitheatre is and go from there. We're up in the Boyagin Rock Nature Reserve. Lots of little rocks around here. We're just going to walk up to this one up here and have a look around. Oops. Very interesting forest through here. If you know your way around here, you can find some very special spots. There is a walk track through here, or walk trail. It's off-road walk trail. It goes for about 26 kilometres, and you need to use a map and a compass. There you go, something was living under that rock, that log. There are spider webs everywhere. Lots of diggings. I would say there may be a numbat around here somewhere. They are, well, they do come out at daytime, so if we're lucky, we might see one. Anyway, we'll get close to this rock and have a look around. There you go, he just fits in the camera. You have to be very careful where you walk around here. There are snakes in the area, and they do love to sit under the leaf litter and hide. And if you tread on one, you're going to know about it. Not as spectacular as I thought it would be. Certainly give you a little bit of shelter if it rains. A lot of water. Nice little water point actually. Doesn't look terribly good, but it's drinkable. What else have we got around here? Big chunk of rock. It's just fallen off the bottom of that. You could quite happily curl up and go to sleep in there. Looks like kangaroos do. And then you're back out like this massive boulder in the middle of nowhere, and you're back out in the forest. It's a really strange place. Anyway, we'll keep looking. I did take the wrong track, so I've gone past these boulders and that, but I was actually looking for the amphitheatre, which is on another track, so we're doing a sort of a roundabout way to get there. There you go, interesting little track to go down. Sort of wound its way up behind this rocky outcrop, and now just dropping off the top of it. You can sort of see in the distance the farmers' paddocks. I can smell the weed spray from here. There's just a slight breeze coming through the trees. Certainly you can smell that Roundup weed spray. This is actually one of the main roads in here. Doesn't look like it, but the idiots. When we get to the end of this, I'll turn right and then get back onto the track that I was meant to be on, and go back into the amphitheatre. If I can remember where it is, we'll find out. Outcrop on the right to have a look at. I'll just walk up there and see what it is, but I'm not sure that's the right one. That's actually quite hard to see through the trees. We're on the track here, driving down. I'll just park there. No one else is going to come past, so I can't imagine anyone getting stuck behind me wanting to get past. Oh, so just walk up to here. You can see the rocks. They blend in quite well. More diggings. And fresh one just there. I'm not sure what made those. They sort of remind me of Woylies, brushtail battongs, but I'm not sure if there's any of those in this park. I know there's numbats. Could be bandicoots, but bandicoots leave more like a sharp funnel shape with their nose. Anyway, more rocks. Well, that looks interesting in there. Sort of a cave up in there. We'll go around to the left and walk right around it. Oh yeah. Little you can see where the kangaroos will sort of hide the sand out in there and get a nice sleeping pad. Lots of little spots up here. Very interesting. I was going to go around to the left and follow it around, might as well go to the right. This would be Kangaroo Heaven, especially on a cold wet night. You can see these rocks here. The surrounding soil's washed away down the hill, And you get these rocks, and then it sort of pushes back up into the hill. Very interesting. I'm not going to scramble my way up through there, it's all crappy ground. Go around the other way, have a look. Oh, there's also this here too, I saw. A lot of Australian animals love eating fungus, but that one, yeah, that's a pretty good piece growing out of the tree. And obviously the animals, looks like they've tried to get to it, but they haven't been able to get up the tree trunk. Anyway, we'll go back the way we came and have a look around the other side. There you go, the other side. Little hanging rock there. And down to the car down the bottom. Not much to look at, very interesting. Near the boundary anyhow, there's a dam down through there. You can sort of see a dam, that area. Go past that, get out to the boundary, turn right, then come back on the other side of this hill. There's a spot that I want to get to that I missed, but I'll find it, I'll get there. Alright, back to the car. There's a few rocks around this little area here. I think this is the one I've been looking for. I saw it from the drone last time I flew the drone around. I think you can get in there. We'll go and have a look. Well, it's looking promising. Big open area. Or maybe it's just another cave. Looks like just another cave. Bit of smoke. Goes up a long way, doesn't it? We'll see what's around the other side. It's not what I'm looking for, but really quite interesting in there. Alright. It must be, there's another rocky outcrop actually on the other side of this, so we'll head around to that as well. Further up there you can see rocks everywhere. But I saw one that was big, open and split, so that's what I'm looking for. Anyway, that looks a bit more promising, doesn't it? You can actually see the new, cleaner rock that's split and this big boulder sort of fallen off the side of it. And that's where it came from. Cars, somewhere up that way. Actually, it's up that way. Good fun, walking around, have an explore. Haven't seen any animals, I've seen a few kangaroos, but nothing special. Huge rock. This is it. The amphitheatre. It's so big it doesn't even fit in the camera. Little hideaway up there. The main part of the amphitheatre in here. Cool. And in the middle of nowhere, I don't know if I can get it. Can you see the spider? Setting up his web right in the middle of all this. There you go, a little of a climb for you. Wow, pretty big. It actually won't fit in the camera, it's just so big. Amazing. Well, it's good that I found it. I knew it was around, I didn't know exactly where it was. and flew the drone over these rocks and saw down into it and went, yeah, that's probably it. And sure enough, it is. Alright, the amphitheatre at Boyagin Rock. Now I've got to go and find my car. You can drive around the tracks if you know what you're looking for, and stop and walk off the trails and find places like this. There is a, I think it's about 26-kilometre walk loop using a map and a compass, or just a compass and a guide. You can get that online from the, I think it's called GPS Walks, and it actually has this on the guide and a few other spots. So if you're interested in using a GPS and a compass and going for a walk 26 kilometres through this sort of bushland, finding all sorts of spots. There is also a farm, an old farm, way off in that distance, near a lake or near a dam. Only thing left on the farm's the fireplace. I say that's probably Boyagin Farm, I guess, but yep, that's on the walk as well. It's a big walk, goes right around this forest area. But as you can see, the white trees here, they put out a chemical on their leaves, and when it rains the chemical washes off into the ground, and it's like a poison to all the other bushes. So it kills off the surrounding undergrowth, which means that these trees get more water out of the ground, and also means it's easier for us to walk through. Alright, back to the car. What else we've got to do? I was going to look for the cave system, but I can't remember where that exactly is. So, and it's closing in. The weather's not looking too good, and knowing my luck, I'll go into one of these caves and it'll bucket down the rain. Anyway, onward. Whoops. This is not one of the main tracks, it's one of the side tracks. But if you had a two-wheel drive, you would probably still be able to get around on most of these tracks without any problems. There's a few little hill climbs coming up, like this one just ahead of us. They're not difficult, just flop along, pick your line if you need to. And just gently plod along and see where you get. This is just cruising up through one of the breakaways. I don't know if the camera's getting that or not because it's flapping around. Easy. Don't even know why I bought a four-wheel drive. Yeah, the rain clouds actually out over to the left there, very dark, so I won't go and have a look for the cave. I think I'm going to get rained on. I don't think it was supposed to rain today though, but anyway. Alright, heading out. First time I drove along this track I was doing about this speed, just plodding along, and sure enough, right in front of me there was this numbat just sitting in the middle of the track looking at me. As soon as I reached for my camera to go and take a photograph, it bolted, so it must have thought I was going to shoot it or something. So anyway, just down on a good photo of a numbat. I've seen another couple of numbats in here in the other trips that I've done. There are plenty in here. You just got to be really sneaky up on them. Probably better if you actually walked. This little The Toyota Hilux diesels are a bit rattly. They'd probably hear them a mile away and go and hide and watch me go past. Anyway, we'll get the end of this track. I'll go down to the picnic area. If no one's around, I'll launch the drone from there and follow the track up to the top of the rock, so you can see what it's what you're going to be walking over if you walk to the top of Boyagin Rock. Then pack the drone away and might head home from here. This is the main track into the picnic area. Over there on the right, I don't know if you can see it. See a rocky outcrop in the distance. There's actually a 4-wheel drive track that goes down there, or up it, depending on which way you're driving. Follows the fence line. This is the boundary fence, obviously. National Park's on the left. Oh, someone's chopped a tree down there. You used to be able to follow this up to a nice little picnic area and camping spot, but they've closed it off. Not sure whether it was because the toilets were falling apart or whether it's because a big tree in that camp area fell over. So obviously they didn't want people to camp there anymore. So it used to go straight ahead. Now they've got a gate there. But the picnic area is just here. And you're not allowed to camp here. There's some toilets here, there's a barbecue, a little information shelter and some tables. But what I might do, I've still got power in my drone that I want to sort of deflate, fly up over to that rock. You can see Boyagin Rock up ahead of us, that big rock there. There is a walk trail from here up to the top of that rock. What I might do, if it holds out with the weather, is launch the drone and fly over to the rock and back, seeing as no one's around. Alright, we'll see what I can get. another little bit of a zip around Boyagin Rock area, showing you the amphitheatre and one of the caves, or a couple of caves actually. Not real caves, but under the rocks. Hope you enjoyed the little trip around. If you want to come out here, it's out towards Brookton. If you have a look on the map, Boyagin Rock Reserve or Nature Reserve. Little picnic area there, and a walk trail as I showed you on the GPS, on the drone footage. You can walk up to the top of the rock and then do a drive around the forest. Just drive nice and carefully, nice and easily around the forest. See what you can find. There's plenty of things out there to have a look at.